Thank you for joining me today. It's Brian Gubernick, and welcome to the No Days Off podcast, where we believe that every single day brings a new opportunity to get better. John Gordon is an author and a speaker that you probably have heard of, or you've at least heard of some of his works. He spends his time in leadership and in teamwork and in personal development. He's written a number of best selling books like The Energy Bus and The Power of a Positive Team. He's worked with all sorts of amazing entrepreneurs and sports professionals. And he really does a great job in focusing, in my opinion, focusing on the importance of positivity and on vision, on collaboration. These things are necessary, according to John, in order to achieve success. So you'll see his principles used in business, used in sports, used in organizations, really to create a more positive culture and ultimately to improve performance. John was just recently on Ed Milet's podcast. And I've talked about him before. Ed's one of my favorite podcasters. I think he puts out a lot of great material and he interviews some amazing people. He's a really good interviewer. It's part of the reason I listen to all he's sharing. But he interviewed John just recently. And I was listening to it. And I loved something that came up in their conversation. See, John Gordon said to Ed that people need really three things in life and in business to be successful. Everyone needs these three things. Number one, he thinks that in business and in life, you have to have a mission. You have to have a goal, vision, mission, goal. You have to have a clear mission that provides direction, one that provides a purpose, something that inspires you as an individual or inspires your team to align its efforts towards some sort of common objective, something that creates or fosters motivation and focus. And it's with this shared vision that priorities get clarified and decision making, is done in a better manner. And ultimately, it's easier or simpler, I should say, for us to navigate challenges. So, number one, John Gordon says it's essential that in business and in life, we have a mission and goal so that we ultimately have direction and purpose. Absent that mission or goal, we are just roaming around aimlessly. Number two, the second essential element that John believes we all need in business and life to be successful. Number two, he would say is team. We all need a team. What does he mean when he says that? What he's saying is collaboration is incredibly important for success. So a strong, cohesive team that provides support, that gives diverse perspectives, that provides some accountability, this is necessary to be successful. Trust and effective communication within the team enhance the performance of the business. And this creates, a drive towards innovative solutions and there's shared victories. Now that's somewhat of a business emphasis, but in your personal world, John would say you need a team. You need collaboration. You need people around you. You need a cohesive effort in life. You need a village. And this village gives you diverse perspectives and feedback and support. And you need people you could trust and communicate with. And you need to share your wins with somebody. Said differently, in the personal world, team may translate into some degree of personal relationship or love. So, number one, John would say you need a mission slash goal. Number two, you need a team. And number three, maybe the most interesting of the three, because you probably could have predicted number one and number two to some extent. But number three, John would say you need a scoreboard. You need a scoreboard. So you need a mission goal, number one, a team, number two, and number three, in business and in life, to be successful, you need a scoreboard. In other words, you've got to be able to measure progress. Measuring progress is vital. And a scoreboard tracks achievements, it tracks milestones, it provides feedback And that keeps everyone, yourself and your team, engaged and motivated. Scoreboards reinforce accountability. So scoreboards create an environment to celebrate success. And this keeps the team aligned, specifically with the mission and goals that have been cast. So in business, a scoreboard's pretty clear. In life, maybe not as clear, but we should make it clearer, right? Scoreboard in life, like let's just take relationships, for example. It's really tough to build a great relationship if you've never clearly defined what a great relationship even looks like. It's really tough to become healthy if you haven't defined what healthy even entails. And then walk it back to your present day reality and come up with a plan to close that gap for your relationship or for your health. See what I'm saying? So, scoreboard, I would say measurement in your personal world is incredibly vital. So, in summary, John says there's three essential elements to being successful in business and in life. Number one, you got to have a mission slash goal. Number two, you got to have a team, collaboration. And number three, you have to have a scoreboard. Make sense? So, in a business context, these three things will help you create a focused and motivated workplace, one that has a different sort of culture than your competition, one that drives your team towards shared objectives. And in your personal world, these elements will foster a sense of purpose. It'll foster support networks and measurable progress in achieving personal goals. These principles are universal in professional and in personal, and they will provide direction. So the focusing question for you today, what do you have of those three? Are you 3 for 3? Or are you 2 for 3? Are you 1 for 3? Maybe you're 0 for 3 in business and or personal. Great. You know we love awareness here at the No Days Off podcast. Now that you're aware of the opportunity that, there's a deficiency in those three, now that you know there's an opportunity, what are you going to do about it? Right? If you're missing that goal, that mission, well, seek clarity on that. Spend time thinking around it. Do different exercises. We have lots of podcasts here at No Days Off you could probably listen to and to inspire you with respect to understanding that mission or goal. If you're lacking a team or maybe you're lacking relationships, great. Let's be more purposeful around that. And scoreboard, hey, you may have to just create something that creates measurement so that you can gauge your progress from your present reality to your desired future. That's all we have for you today, the No Days Off podcast. Thank you so much for listening. And remember, every single day brings a new opportunity to get better. So let's get